Last one.
As promised on my channel's update, I mentioned every Monday, effective Monday, March 23rd, I update you on my Boston qualifying training plan, how the training has been coming along. Effective 2 weeks ago, I started phase 2 of the training plan, where I incorporate speed into the training. In phase 1, I only focus on building the solid foundation, where I did not care about speed. I focus on strength training, improve my lower extremity, improving my quad, glute, hamstring, and hip flexor, and also recover from my right knee and left heel injury to make sure that they are fully recovered for this phase 2 speed training, about week 20 to week 40 of the training plan. In phase 1, time on feet, my target was 3 hours on my feet, but unfortunately due to the inclement weather, the most I got was 3 hours and 27 minutes on my feet, and I had to run indoor on a treadmill, which was horrible for me. I managed to run 30 minutes to an hour on some of those days, but I did not quite meet the 3-hour target. Even despite that setback, I feel by improving my leg strength, recovering from my right knee as well as my left heel, has set me up quite well for this phase 2. So I ran 1 minute on, 1 minute off repeat. Considering my heart rate is around that 160 or less, I managed to move at a very good speed, decent speed compared to last year. And when I ran the 400-meter repeat, I also managed to run at a pretty decent speed at a manageable heart rate. For the 1 minute on, 1 minute off repeat, I spent majority of my time in zone 3 and zone 4. For me, personally, if I run no higher than 164 beats per minute, I can maintain that for quite some time. And for me to run 1 minute on and 1 minute walk to still maintain this zone, that is pretty good. That is manageable pace for me to run for hours. Despite the manageable heart rate, if you look at my run speed at pace-wise, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, just a little bit over 7 minutes. So that is pretty consistent. And then as I get further into the repeat, it's a little bit higher, but still very close to that 7 minute to 8 minute mark. And my cadence was also pretty good, hovering around 160 and 165 stride per minute. And for my 400-meter repeat, my heart rate was also in a manageable zone 3 and zone 4. And my stride, my cadence, were also improving. I started off pretty good at around 170 stride per minute. And then I got tired toward the middle there, going down to about 165 stride per minute. But the good news is I still find the endurance to get my stride up as the repeat went on, even as high as 180 stride per minute. That's fantastic. If you look at the interval time, just the run piece of it, so pretty much for my 400-meter repeat, I would run 400 meters and walk for 2 minutes. So just look at the run, 7 minute 22 second, under 7 minute, a little bit over 7 minute and a half. And then you see I got a little bit tired there, a little bit tired there. But at the end, I managed a pretty good pace. And my average heart rate, again, is very manageable. Those were the good news, where my running economy has improved. Even in zone 3 and zone 4, which is very manageable for me, my average pace has improved. My cadence, speed, stride per minute has improved compared to last year's marathon training plan. My average pace is still 7.5 to 8.5 minute mile, which is far from the 7 minute mile target for Boston qualifying training plan to be qualified at age 49 comes April of 2027. I feel optimistic that because I have a solid foundation from phase 1 and my first 2 weeks of incorporating speed into the training plan, where I feel like I don't exert that much energy, but still have a very good steady pace, I am optimistic that if I keep this plan going 19 weeks from now, I could be really close to that 7 minute mile target. but only time will tell. Right now, all I'm going to do is try to take it 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time, and one training at a time. Sound cliche, isn't it? But I plan to incorporate more runs per week. So I will have my repeats, my interval, my long run, my easy run, and my recovery run. Try to incorporate different aspects of the run, teach my body to not only burn fat for fuel, but also be able to pick up the pace when I feel tired. And I'm very excited that this phase 2 will propel me to meet my ultimate goal of being able to qualify for Boston Marathon. The takeaway why I share my Boston qualifying training plan, sharing my ambition to be able to qualify at age 49 in 2027, knowing what my current pace is for the marathon and where I need to be, have such a wide gap, is just to show that when you have a vision, when you have a dream, and you have a clear plan of action to execute those plans and trust the process, that the result will follow. Now, I may or may not hit the goal, but what I do know is the consistency, the discipline, the perseverance, and determination and the grit and the grind will make me a better, healthier person than when I started.